TERI Governing Council member Kiran Majumdar Shaw has told NDTV it was a responsible decision to appoint a successor to environmentalist Dr. RK Pachori, TERI's former boss, who's currently embroiled in a sexual harassment case. Shaw added TERI's image will not be tarnished due to an individual's action.
We've seen a successor being appointed at TERI, and you're among the prominent people who are on the governing council of TERI. Explain to us the need to have the successor, because the concern really is that the press release didn't quite mention the sexual harassment case and link it to the entire succession plan.
I think the governing body has been responsible. They have allowed due process to go on. They have actually appointed a Director General designate in Ajay Mathur, and I think they've prevented the snowballing of a very controversial issue. So I think what the governing body has done is to do what it best could under the circumstances, and I think everyone wants to see this institution really progress and continue in a way that it doesn't get tainted with controversies. So I think this is what we have done, and I think it's the right thing that the governing body has done.
Indeed, many would believe it is the right decision taken by the governing council to announce a successor, to have a successor in place for the institution that has clearly suffered on account of the case. But the press release clearly saying that the search for the successor began in September last year, which is almost 6 months before Mr. Pachori was accused of sexual harassment by a junior colleague. In that ways, this sidetracks the issue of the sexual harassment case. Why the need to mention that? And in many ways, the press release not clearly linking, also going to the extent of praising Mr. Pachori was a bit of a concern that was expressed after the release was issued yesterday.
Well, you know, I don't want to comment on that, Shweta, but I think basically, I think we should look forward to the right steps being taken. I think the fact that you're seeing a successor, you're seeing the whole issue being addressed in a way that actually augurs well for the institution, I think we should look at it positively and not dwell on the past.
Fair enough, ma'am, but I'd like to ask you one particular question. We're being told by our sources that you're one person in the governing council who actually took a very, very strong stand on the issue, to the extent of saying that you're going to step down from your position in the governing council if a successor is not announced. If you could confirm that to us, and the reason why you felt it was absolutely important to have a successor in place for TERI.
I don't want to make comments on that, but needless to say that I think this is the right decision taken by the governing body, and I think TERI's interests as an institution and its future are important, and I think the governing body has prevented greater controversy from cascading into something that would have been uncontrollable.
And you believe that TERI here on can now emerge out of the past and the shadow of what has really happened, the harm that the current ongoing case and controversy has really done on the institution. You do believe that it will be able to emerge here on from the entire issue and the controversy?
You know, Shweta, I don't think any institution is about one person. I think institutions are built by people and a whole group of people, a whole team of people. So I don't think we should even think that TERI's name will be tainted by one single individual.